Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. How are you? So, here's my special guest, Sparkle Teeny. It's so nice to see everybody again. I'm going to be looking over here for a second because I need to see who's on. I know it takes a minute. How are you doing, Sparkle Teeny? Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I am like blessed to have you. I was talking to her and I was like, I don't know that I can get through this with my voice and everybody misses you. So will you consider coming on tonight? She was like, yes, of course.
I know. I've been missing you guys too. It's been quite a long time.
Yeah, I know, right? How long has it been since we were on together? It's been a while. It's been like 5 months, 4 months, 5 months.
It's been a while.
So for those of you that don't know me, welcome, welcome. My name is Cindy. I am the modern day spiritual advisor. I use multiple modalities, including tarot and mediumship and astrology and all sorts of things to help you on your path. Tonight I have special guest star Sparkle Teeny. She is a Reiki master, life coach. So she's going to be here with us. She's going to be helping people if they need some Reiki, if they'd like to talk to her about some things. And she's going to be talking to you guys about the energy that, she's encountered and what's been going on. So welcome, welcome, everyone. Hi, everyone. Sweetie, I couldn't find you. I was nervous. Yeah, we're on a little late because of me. I was trying to save my voice and I had to do my hair. I was trying to get all those videos out. So, yeah. So welcome, welcome. I know it takes a minute. There's Melissa. Melissa's really good at Sparkle Teeny's really good at typing as the live is going on. I'm not very good at that. I have to I start focusing and then I start channeling and then I'm like, I don't even know what realm I'm in sometimes. So
I try.
What has been going on, Sparkle Teeny, since we've seen you last? Can you tell us what's been going on with you in the last, I guess, 5 or 6 months, right?
Yes, it has just been, for me, it has just been a time of purging and just spiritually, it has just been a lot of clearing.
Right.
And then recently getting into purging physically, meaning trying to get my environment together. And it's just been a lot of stuff going on. And the energies have really been it's been a lot.
They're trying me.
Yeah.
They are trying me.
Yes, it has really been a lot. I've constantly found myself saying, what did I do? Something I did in a past life? What happened?
Well, that's interesting that you say that because we've looked at your chart before, right?
Yes.
And what do you have from your past lives that we've come to sort of understand?
Well, I know that my South Node is in Virgo. So I know where that the details come in, and I want things to be a certain way. I want things to be perfect. I want it to be this way, and I want it to be that way. Right. And I do believe that with all of that going on, and then with all of these energies, not to mention with my chart, I have what do you call it, a stellium in my 12th
in your 12th. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
I don't know. I was thinking when I was like, oh, I'll just put all of this in my 12th house and I'll just work all of this out during this
life, this one life.
Don't know what I was thinking about.
Yeah,
I'm hoping
you're gonna get it done.
That it will get easier, but right now it's just been just getting through this last year with the energies, and this year starting out. It was really the energy. It was heavy. I just thought it was really, really heavy, and half the time I didn't want to be out of bed. Really, I just wanted to be in bed, just leave me alone, cover up my head, and just everybody, not just people, but my pets as well. It was I just
you didn't even want to be with them. You just wanted to be alone.
Get away. So it's getting better. It's getting better, but yeah, I really went through a lot.
Yeah, and
So
so the 12th house is about completing. It's like
mhm.
completion. So
Yeah,
you are completing all of these things, like in this second phase of your life. Like when you were young, you didn't realize you were completing things, but you have
yeah,
come like
yeah,
a long way. Because as harsh as the energies have been for you to like be pushing forward and fighting forward and like trying to complete things, you really
yeah,
have completed things. Like you became a Reiki master and a life
yes, yes,
coach, and like
yes.
you've done like a whole bunch. But that Gemini and that Cancer side is like, well, not enough. I got to do more, right?
Exactly. And that's, yeah, and I think that has a lot to do with me with that Virgo wanting things to be just so. I
Yeah.
want it
And
to be
so,
perfect. I want
can
it to
you
be.
remind everybody where your Virgo is?
My Virgo is in, that's my South Node.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I'm
Oh,
going, my
that's
North
right. You're
Node
like
is in,
me.
yeah,
Pisces, North Node,
noticing
Virgo, South
Pisces.
Node.
Yeah,
That's right.
yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to, so it makes you feel
So,
better to work and control it and organize it and get it done and da 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 da,
exactly,
right?
exactly,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly.
That makes
So
sense.
anything that keeps me from doing what I really, really want to be doing, it's like I just feel like I'm stuck in
Right.
this, just stuck and trying to keep things moving. It has
Yeah.
been, I felt that it's been difficult. I know I've been moving, but I feel like I haven't done enough.
Right.
That's the big thing.
That's
I
the
haven't
12th
done it.
house. That's what the
Hmm.
12th house does. It can
Yeah.
almost become an obsession. It's like you gotta do more. Or did you do it right? Or
Right.
is it even going to get done? Or,
Exactly.
that's all the
Exactly.
12th house. So,
Exactly.
hello, Manuela. Hello, Rhiannon. Hi, Rhiannon. How are you?
It's
Hello,
it's
Lauren.
just
How is
yeah.
everyone? He's in a little, the relationship kept coming. Oh, kept completing is the one helping me. Don't know, should be here or run, but can't find a way to run. She said, total WTF. Good moment. Good morning, Carol. So, welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. If you guys could do me a favor and share this out so that other people can get their message, so other people can sort of connect with us, that would be wonderful and that would help. Um, as you can see, we have the fabulous, beautiful Sparkle Teeny tonight. She is here to help me and to help you guys. And she's part of our group, so she missed everybody. And she's like, "Yeah, let's do this. Like, let's go on and talk to
Yeah.
everybody and sort of hang out together." So, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, stellium means there's more than, yeah, fabulous, Lauren, fabulous. So, before, I just wanted to kind of say hello to everybody as we're going through, before I ask Sparkletini that next question, and that is because we just had the eclipse in Leo and the full
Yes.
moon. Um,
Mhm.
you know how I was saying, if you can remember what you were starting 6 months ago or doing 6 months ago, or what was highlighted in your life 6 months ago, um, and this is different for everybody. It may not happen yet for you, but it could have
Yeah.
already happened. Some things could happen. Do you feel um, that those things are being picked up and highlighted again? Or do you remember what you were doing 6 months ago?
I don't remember exactly what was happening 6 months ago. I've had so much going on with the purging and then I was sick, and then it was so many things that were going back and forth. I don't remember exactly, um, but I do feel like that stuck feeling is not as intense as it was,
That's
because
great.
at first it was like I felt like no matter what I did, it felt like it wasn't enough. I wasn't getting anywhere. I'm not doing anything, or I had to go back and do it again.
All right.
Um, but right now, I'm feeling like that movement is starting to pick up more.
That reminds me. Have you ever, pardon me if I cough, guys. Have you ever had that dream where you're like running, and then all of a sudden it just gets like you're in a mud, and you just can't run as fast, or you can't walk as fast, or it's like you're trying and you're trying and you're trying. Is that the feeling that you're kind of just, it kind of feels like that?
But
or had been feeling that way?
That's pretty much how it is. I feel like I've been stuck in the same spot for quite some time, even though in my head I know that is not possible, that I've done quite a bit. I still feel like I should be further. I think that's the big thing. I think that I feel that I should be further along than where I am now. And then, of course, there's that
the Gemini
impatience.
Side of you, though. Yeah, that's the Gemini side of you.
Too. It's like, come on, really? I got to do this again? I mean, come on now. I feel like that has been, for the last few months, that's how it's been. And it's been like constantly, and speaking to my guides and angels and and it's like, really, y'all, come on. Like, can we please just move along here?
Right. Can we just move forward, please? Can I just not do this anymore? I don't want to do this anymore. Exactly. Yeah.
It's like, go on. I mean, what am I not seeing? What am I, was I supposed to do something else? What, come on now.
Right.
So, so that there's been a lot of that, a lot of those questions.
Just explaining all that, I'm sure, is helping people so that they can understand that.
Yes.
I mean, even though you're a Reiki master and you're connected and you speak to spirit all the time and you can feel your angels and your guides and all of that, it's still it's still hard. It's still like we're still human and we still make mistakes and we still have to go through it, and we still do, right?
Exactly. There's still a lot that that goes into being a Reiki master. And for one thing, with
Rhiannon says, Sparkletina, you are beautiful as you are more and more every time.
More and
more every time. Isn't that sweet?
So much.
I'll pay you your $20 later, Rhiannon. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Virgo here, so connection with Cancer Man, who is a runner. So, before I get to these questions, I just wanted to finish that up and have you explain that, because I'm so sorry. Because I said this in one of the videos earlier. I remember feeling this, like, just because we're aware and just because we're we have some of the tools to be able to move forward, and just because we're connected and aware of our because we're all connected, but aware of our connection doesn't mean that we don't make mistakes, and it doesn't mean that we don't get stuck, and it doesn't mean any of that. That's like myself as a medium. When I'm giving you guys the information when I'm translating the information from spirit and giving you the readings on the video, oftentimes I don't remember because it's not coming from me. Because trust me, if it was coming from me, I would have already done it, right? So it's not coming from me, it's coming from them. I don't have all the answers, they do. I just sort of translate what they say, and then, I have to go for my guidance as well. I can sort of have remembrance of what I need, but it doesn't mean that I don't make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. It's part of being human. And it's in those mistakes that helps us become the master, right? It's in those things.
So true.
And I think they're saying this because I think this group has been really hard on themselves. I think this group has been too hard on themselves, and they're like, we should have already been here, and I already gotten that, and why am I not here? And and we all need to give yourselves a break. You got to give yourselves a break, because you're going to. It's part of the process, and it's part of enlightenment. It's part of the growth to fail and make mistakes, because you're just going to be the master at that in the end. Makes sense?
That is so true. That is so true. And that is like when you were mentioning about being a Reiki master. I know that, and a lot of people don't know this, but when we do become certified in Reiki, whatever, we get attunements. And it's like from Reiki 1, of course, that's the foundation, and then it's built upon each time.
Right.
And by the time you get to Reiki Master, that attunement, and to me, I feel more like an attunement is like they're pouring into, because it's like pouring, not necessarily pouring energy in, but you've got this master attunement, and everything else has to equal out.
Right.
It has to equal
it's almost
out.
like
So got all of this
it's
stuff.
It's almost like growing into that. So like an attunement to me,
right.
I'll tell you how I see the attunement, because I mean, a lot of people, I mean, I've said I'm a Reiki master and a lot of people know that, but some people don't. But that's not my work. My work is different.
Right.
My work is more about learning those things so that I can help people as needed when I'm translating. You're a great healer. You're one. This is your thing. So for me, it's just about the awareness of it all and understanding it so that I can help teach it, right? But so when I was doing attunements, the visualization that I used to get is like, imagine yourself as like a balloon. And then, so you're like this balloon, and then you're in this small box. Like the balloon is as big as the box, and you're tight. And so as the balloon, you're like barely fitting in the box, and you're making noises, like noises, right? And the attunement is putting you into a bigger box. And so all of a sudden, where you were really tight, you're all of a sudden in this space where it's like bigger than you, and you have to grow into it. And that's what the attunement is like. And every time you get an attunement, it's like that. It's like all of a sudden I don't feel good, and I don't feel right, and it's because you're so used to being in that tighter box that when the attunement comes, it's like putting you into a bigger box, and then you, as you attune, will grow into that box where it fits. And then by that time, it's time for the next attunement, right? And it's time for the next one. And then it's time for the next one. That was the visualization they gave me when I was doing my attunement. I guess it was to help me sort of ease into it, because it doesn't feel good. It's very uncomfortable. Things are coming up. You're releasing. And I did this a long time ago, but you're releasing and you're doing, you're like, it just doesn't feel right. And what I used to think I should do, I don't do now. And why is this coming in? And I thought I'd let this go. And you're going through all of that.
Exactly.
So it's harsh. Like it took me 2 years to do it. How long did it take you? Because it took me 2 years to do it.
It took me right at 1 year.
Yeah.
Go through the whole entire process to become a master teacher. It took me exactly 1 year. But I still feel like, and in doing that, like you were saying, that going through things and the things that no longer serve me have to leave, and all of these different things. And so it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit.
It is.
I know some people, they want to just do it just because they feel like, oh, well, it's a certificate and that's great. That may be great, but you have to realize that there's more to it than just getting that paper. I mean, there's more spiritual wise that goes into.
Well, you are going into a new energy, and that's what people may not realize, is that you really are going in. When you get the attunement, you're going into a new energy, and things will fall away. And if you're not looking at things, it could be very disruptive, and it could be like, boom, I lost my house, I lost my car, I lost my job, like you're going into a new energy. So thank you for explaining that. I know a lot of people, maybe they're wanting to do Reiki, maybe they're thinking and considering Reiki. Again, like I said, you're more of the expert in this. I've done the classes, I've done the work, but that's not my work. I've done Reiki and prana and healing touch. Like I've done it all, but that's not what I'm the expert in. I teach. I'm more of a medium and a teacher. Like I guess a teacher, spiritual advisor. Yeah. So thank you. I appreciate it. So let's take some questions from some people. I know you're excited to do that, and you're better at this than I am about reading the questions. You're like really good with the people. Like, see, she'll be talking to you guys while we're doing this. I can't do that. I'm like channeling and stuff. So welcome everyone. For those of you that have just joined us or joined us during the conversation, my name is Cindy. For those of you that haven't seen me, I think everyone has seen me, but if you're new and you haven't seen me, I am the modern day spiritual advisor. I use multiple modalities, including tarot, to help you on your path. Tarot, astrology, mediumship, like I said, I do a lot of physics, and I like to my thing is bringing the science and the metaphysics and the spiritual together in combination to help you live a better life here, to help you understand that it doesn't have to be so hard, right?
Yes.
So, tonight we have a very special guest. This is a very, very good friend of mine. I am so honored to have her on my path. She has just been a wonderful, wonderful friend and person. Just a person. She's my friend, but she's a person that's just a wonderful person. And I'm so happy that I've gotten to know her. I'm so happy that she's allowed me in her life. And that is our Reiki master, beautiful, fabulous Sparkletini. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really, when you called and was like, would you like to go on? I was like, yeah, because I've been missing this so much. And just to be able to be like, yes, let's do this. Because I've been, not only missing you, but missing, you
the community,
guys,
everybody. So a lot of people don't. So you can speak for those who haven't been with us very long, like from the other channel and from Periscope. You can explain to them how we used to do this. Like we used to be on Periscope all the time, and then on your Indigo path all the time. So it was like we were together all the time, right?
Yeah, yes. I mean, we were constantly, we were on Periscope like, what, three times a week, maybe?
3 times a week. And on Saturdays, we would like be on there 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Just listening to music and hanging out and just talking.
We're really just, just that, just being in that group and that camaraderie, just to be together and to be in that energy was just awesome.
It was awesome.
I feel like a lot of people grew from that.
Yeah, we all did.
Hang out and just to be able to get their questions answered and to just hang out with the family, because that's basically what we are. We're a family.
We're a family.
And it's been awesome.
We're a soul group. Yeah.
Yes.
And that was interesting in those times because we got to hang out and it was a little bit more lax. And YouTube is very different than Periscope, but it was a little bit more lax. It was interesting that these questions about the universe and life and things would come up, and then spirit would just come through and start channeling. The teacher. Yes. That's when the teacher was with us a long time. So for those of you that don't know, I have 3 beings that I've worked very closely with before this lifetime, many, many lifetimes, and even not on this earth, and I'll work with for eons more. I've worked with them for eons. I'll work with them more. They don't have names because they've never incarnated, but I do call one of them the teacher because the teacher is very matter of fact, but it's about teaching and expanding. And so we kind of never know when the teacher's going to come out, but you'll know when you see the teacher because my mannerisms change. And it's not like all of a sudden I close my eyes and I'm like, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not like that. Like all of a sudden you'll just see that my answers are very short and it's just very opposite of me. But so we had the blessing of having the teacher there like the whole summer, I remember, and answering awesome questions, just answering awesome questions. Yeah. So, all right, so let's get started. Let's see.
Maria's here. Hi, Maria.
Oh, Maria's here. Oh, you're driving home. Okay.
She's got
Got
the
a Band-Aid boy with me. Hi, everyone. How are you? Welcome, welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Tonight is just sort of lax to get connected, to sort of bring our soul group together, or to sort of bring community together, whatever you want to call it. I'd been out for a month with this flu and then the bronchitis and complications with that. And so I just kind of wanted to get everybody together. I was doing those, I did those weekend videos, and you guys can go look at them for each sign. And I was feeling like everybody was sort of scattered. And in some signs, I was feeling like I was out of my body. Like I wasn't connected to my body. Like I was like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing this every day. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but I don't feel like I'm doing, like I'm not connected. And so I really wanted to bring the group together. So if you guys could do me a favor and share this out, because YouTube doesn't, even if you subscribe to me, YouTube doesn't let everybody know unless you click that bell. And so some people will want to see me and they will get the notice after I'm off. So if you guys could share this out and get it out so people know that we're here. We're going to begin answering questions, but we wanted to just talk about the general energies that were going on and what's been going on like 6 months ago and where we transitioned from there. And I thought it was really important for Sparkletini to let everybody know about some of the things that she's been going through, because oftentimes we think of, well, she's a Reiki master and she's a spiritualist and she blah, blah, blah. And so she should have it all together. But we don't. We're here just like you, all learning, and we're growing. Because let me tell you, if we knew it all, then we wouldn't be here. We would be too expanded for here. Right? So
we're on our journey too.
We're on our journey too. Absolutely. Me as well. Like I've been uprooted and I'm still in Texas. I'll be here for a while. I'm in Austin, Texas. I had to like visit my family, and my family's all over Texas, and I finally like landed in Austin, Texas. So I'll be here for a little bit, but I've been uprooted and things in my life are changing, and they're all for the better. It's where I'm wanting to go. And I always look at it like, well, you know, there's a plan for me here in Austin. I ended up in Austin, so there's a plan for me here in Austin. I don't know what that is, but I'm down. Like I'm game. Let's go. Let's do it. Right. So, all right. So I'm going to let you. Hi. So nice to have you back. Hi, Linda. I'm sorry. I have to look here to read everything. Lots coming on. One will help improve. It was helpful. Thank you for sharing, says S. Muse. Thank you, Sparkletini, for sharing. Can I trust my boyfriend that he will stay honest and loyal? Also, if he's serious and wants to. You know, Silver, the fact that you're asking me that question makes me doubt that you can, like, trust him.
Yeah.
And only because you wouldn't have that question if you didn't have doubt. I haven't looked at the energy, but that's what I'm getting. It's like, good luck in Austin. I know, Star, you need to come down here. Star's here! I just realized it was her.
What? Where's she at?
Star, I love you. I miss you. So everyone, Star Ackerman, she was a huge help when I had your indigo path. She is a very, very good friend of mine as well. She was with IK Multimedia. She also, like everybody else, is expanding. So everybody sent her good vibes. We're all in transition. Star, you need to come down here and look at the music scene. Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Because I think that it's going to be a good thing for you. I love you too. So, hey guys, if you see this, I'd love the opportunity to have a question answered. Please, could you put me on the list? So we're not going to really do a list, but yes, we will try to get to you.
Yeah.
Please, how to fix. All right. So this is the deal with the questions. We'll start the questions. Sparkletini is probably going to be better at this than I am. I just usually get the question and then I answer. But she's going to be doing Reiki if you'd like. But because it's Reiki, she's going to give you one symbol to use, and then she's going to work her little magic for like. So it'll be like a little longer we're talking 30 seconds to a minute
Mm-hmm.
when we're doing the Reiki, but for usually answering the questions, we'll try to answer them quickly. Okay. So,
Yeah. Someone was asking, Ocean Stars wanted to know what was the, if you do become a Reiki master within 5 months, how is that transition? Honestly,
well, it depends on you, honestly.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Like,
it depends.
If you're good with change and you're good with,
Yeah.
If your thing is, I'm good with change. Change does not scare me. I'm willing to like move and let go and da 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 da. And like I got this down. 5 months is fine. If you do it, everybody's different. Everybody's different. And sometimes you may get the attunement for like the Reiki 1 and you're okay. And maybe the Reiki 2 blows you like down.
Yeah.
And then maybe the Reiki 3 takes a little longer. Reiki 3, takes a little longer, but maybe it's not as harsh as the 2, right? It's like with every attunement, we're all different. So it depends, doesn't it? Like I would say it depends on you.
Yeah.
But what's your advice?
Me, I was just thinking that I mean, I guess it can be done because some people do it all within a weekend. But
yes, I'm hearing you.
Is what I feel like is that your body needs time to adjust to what you're getting spiritually. So when you do Reiki 1, well, the way I did it, I'll just say the way I did it. When I got Reiki 1, it was like maybe 2-3 months in between before I went to Reiki 2. And then it was more months in between before I went to Reiki 3. Each level or each attunement builds upon each other.
Yeah, it took a little longer for the next one.
Saying, if you're good with change and you have no problem with knowing that things are going to start changing and you're going to be going through a process of purging. And when I say purging, meaning that you have things that may have happened in your childhood or things that may have happened where you've got some, not necessarily bitterness, but you've got some things that need to be worked through, some feelings that you haven't quite processed.
Right.
All of that's going to come up.
Right.
If you have no problem with all of that coming in on you all at once,
And let's be clear, because in 1, there may not be a lot come up, but there may be some.
Yeah.
But in 2, there may be more, and then in 3, it gets really deep, right? So it's like different. Like she said, it's built upon.
It's a lot to think. It's something to think about. Like I said, some people just want to do it just to get it done and over with, which is, that's okay. There's no judgment with that. I just feel like with it being, it's not just a piece of paper. This is a energy healing. This is a spiritual thing. So things are going to come up that you probably haven't thought about in 20 years. Yeah. And all of a sudden you're going to be thinking about these things and working through these feelings. Well, I know for myself, things that I hadn't dealt with because my Gemini side was like, I don't have time to deal with feelings. Feelings? Oh my goodness, no. Who wants to deal with feelings, emotions? No,
Yeah.
So all of those things were kind of coming up for me.
Right.
Even though I'm a double Cancer, for my sun in ascending, my moon is in Gemini. And so I operated there for quite some time. And feelings were just like, just not going to deal with it.
Like Ocean Star 444 says it's not a race, right? It's not a race.
No,
like everybody
it is
goes
not,
at their own
it is
pace,
not,
right?
It's a race. Exactly.
She's like deep Pisces.
Yeah, it does. It does. and I feel like not just with Reiki, but any of those energy healings, the prana and the healing touch,
All of them, yeah.
all of that is energy healing. And so
Yeah.
when you're getting those attunements,
and we really are
touch.
energy. Yeah,
Yeah,
just because we can't see it doesn't mean it isn't so.
exactly.
You know, this is really energy being moved. This is really energy being cleared, and there's the physical symptoms of that afterwards, right? The physical, because we live in this physical world, and so I think that's where maybe sometimes the spiritual part comes in, because people are, some people are saying, you should take this seriously, but it's only because if you don't, it could come in as a big disruption in your life.
Right.
A big disruption. Like, that's the trauma that happens when you're like, how did I go from like the best career to like I just lost my job, and that's moving into a different space. It's moving into a different energy. What you don't realize is you called to the universe or God or spirit or oneness that you wanted this certain life, and they're trying to get you there. And so you think you've lost everything when you're about to gain all this abundance.
Yes,
right?
Because you're moving to a different vibration.
Right.
The vibration is going to change. You're moving from down here to up here.
Right.
So in between that, getting there, there's going to be some things that come up.
Right.
I mean, just I don't know who would be able to say they haven't had things come up, but if you're going to be, and I feel like for me, my opinion on that whole thing is if I've got all of this crap that's still in there,
right?
What kind of healer am I?
Right.
If all of this stuff is still in there and I haven't purged it or I haven't gotten rid of it,
right?
So that was my approach to that I took my classes and how long it took me, because I wanted.
I'm laughing because you're like me. You did the whole. Well, I can't really teach it unless I go through it. I don't know what I was thinking when I said that before I came, but it's for that reason we have to go through. Yeah. I have to go through, or I've had to go through in my life.
Exactly.
Huge things and big things and a lot of things, so that I could come through it and teach it. Right.
Right.
So that's why I was laughing, because I was like, you did it like me. You're like, well, I got to know it, so I got to go through it, so I got to teach, so that I could teach it.
Well, that's how I feel about it, because I mean, I feel like how can I teach someone something that I've never been through?
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
To me, that makes no sense. I guess with you being a Gemini and my moon being a Gemini, that's probably why we
exactly.
Or feel that way. But that's how I've always been. It's like, you've got to be able to say that you've been here or you have been here. And I know a lot of people probably say when they're talking about different things that they've gone through, and I say, oh, I've been there. Oh, I've been there. Oh, I've been. Well, I have.
Right. Exactly.
And I feel like, if you've never been there, then how can you give someone advice? How can I be a good life coach? How can I be a good energy healer if I have not been there myself? It's just that makes no sense.
I agree. So you want to answer someone's question? Hey. Hi, Tamara. How are you?
What does Star say? She just quit her job. Somehow now all of the doors of the universe. Oops.
Thank you, Maria.
Oh, Maria.
Is that our Maria or is that a different Maria? I mean, they're both our Maria.
Oh,
but
I think that's.
We're talking about the finger bandit Maria.
Yeah. The bus to Washington, D.C. That's an inside joke there.
Yeah, so Star was saying that she quit her job and that all of a sudden all the doors are opening, and it was like she's just now realizing how she was stuck in a closet before. And now it's like all these things are coming to her.
That's so true.
Will my male workmate contact me? We had some good times, but I think I have hurt him. I have apologized, but I haven't heard from him since October. Can you tell me what sign he is and what sign you are? And I'll let you take that one, but...
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. For the super chat. Maria. Yeah, she said no, I'm a different one. Not me, still driving. Says Maria, not me, still driving. I'm Aries and he's Virgo. Okay. I know. So my Venus is in Aries, and I love my chart, but I get irritated at my Venus in Aries.
Yeah.
Because we're bratty. We're bratty. We can be bratty. We're not always bratty. We can love you like nobody's loved you, but we're bratty. We can be bratty. So that's why I was like chuckling. Maria.
The computer, yes.
Yeah. It says important to update this.
Okay.
So Maria, Sparkle Teeny's pulling some cards for you so she can answer those questions for you. Okay. Will I be in a relationship shortly? So there was a gentleman that had asked me a question, and I keep going back to that. Can you ask it again? It was something Howard. Dennis Howard, if he's still on here. Because it was an important question, I remember, when we were talking. And while Sparkle Teeny's pulling the cards for Maria, I'll look at his question.
Oops.
Star, are you still at NAM?
Didn't want y'all to be doing this.
Your Venus is in Aries too? Yeah, S Muse says, I'm a Taurus, Sun, Moon, rising, Venus in Aries. Oh, yeah. You're like me.
No, get away. Sorry, my cat's trying to have some.
She wants to be seen. Hi, Sandra. How are you? I'm a Cancer. What do you see in my career? Okay, your career. Well, let's. Okay, I'm going to let Sparkle Teeny answer that first, though.
Now, I feel like the first card we get is the Page of Cups. And of course, I feel that this was probably you guys in the beginning. You were, maybe a little flirtation going on together and just, and this just continues with the Lover's card that that you were just having, fun together and that everything was okay. But this card is the Six of Swords, and I feel like that is, to me, that is a moving on card. And I really do feel that that you said you think that you hurt him, and I'm pretty sure that you did. Virgos are really sensitive. I really do believe that you did hurt him. And I know as an Aries, maybe, I don't know if you might have said something or that maybe you might have been a little blunt. You might have thought that it was okay, but he was like, didn't know how to quite, how to take that from you. So I feel like he is pretty much moving on. And since you haven't heard from him since October, I would really say that it's that he's pretty much moved on from that. So and this card, because all these cards just flipped out of the deck and just went everywhere, and I got the Hierophant for that too. This is the last card, And I feel like this is like I feel like it's still saying to me, just continue just to move on. And because you have something else bigger and more important coming.
I agree.
And trying to continue to hold on to him, you're keeping not only him but yourself from what is going to be coming to you. So so I would say, yeah, it's time to move on. Let him go.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. The second you truly let him go, he's going to come back. And I don't mean like if you physically let him go and you're still thinking about him. That's not what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have made a resolution in your space and your mind and your heart, like, all right, I'm done with that. He's going to come back. Right. I can sense that's like they're telling me that. So, excuse me, Dennis Howard. Do you have a career already, or are you? Well, I'm feeling like maybe you have something, but there's something else that you're really wanting or have been working on, but then you sort of don't know that you can do it, or you haven't worked hard enough at it, and I'm basically feeling like you're standing in your own way. I feel like you've been trying to balance something. So I did get the 2 of coins with that. So you've been balancing something, like, I don't know if it's work and career, work and home life, or work. Is it about your parents or your mother? Like, I feel like something personal is causing you to go back and forth. But I also feel like you can do this thing in your career or where you want to get to better. You know you can do this, but you're afraid to do it. Like, there's a fear stopping you for some reason. And their advice is to take charge. If it's something that you're really wanting, something that you've seen, something that you had maybe even been working on 6 months ago, because we have the eclipses going on. If it was something that you maybe thought about or delved into a little bit 6 months ago, now is that time to bring that forth and make completions in it to go to the next level. Does that make sense, Howard? Because I'm feeling a lot like you're standing in your own way, but I don't feel like it's, well, I'm just standing my own way. Like, there's a reason that you're not. I kind of feel like responsibility and some fear. Does that make sense? Okay. So, thank you, May. Okay, so this is the thing. Right now with this eclipse that we just had, you can use this energy to move forward. You are going to be completing whatever it was that you were starting or thinking about, and maybe it came to you a little bit during the last 6 months, and maybe you did some work on it. No, I feel like you did some good work on it. So you did some good work in it, but then you had to put it aside, or it wasn't going the way you wanted to, or you tried everything you could and it just wasn't getting through. I feel like in this next 3 months, that's all changing for you, because I feel like you're going to be working intently on something. Okay. And I also feel like there's another area of your life that you're going to retract from. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like all of a sudden you get really focused and you're going to retract from this other area. But I'm seeing I am seeing the 3 months. So I'm seeing by 3 months, things are going to be changed by 3 months. Does that make sense? Okay. So I hope that helps. May. So hello, May. She says, hello, lady. So happy to see you back. Wow. I would love a love spread of your intuitive read for energies. I'm a Leo, feeling lots of taps from the universe, but would love your guidance. Thank you, May, for saying that. I did not get to do the Leos this evening. I had to save my voice for tonight. So I'm going to try to get up early and do the Leos. But absolutely, we can do something for you. So lots of taps in the universe, but would love your guidance. So do you have a partner, May? Do you have a partner and you're wondering about another one? Or maybe you're wondering if there's another one? That's what I'm feeling. I'm going to let Sparkle Teeny take some of this, and then I'll sort of finish it up, okay? Hi, Connie. How are you? Hi, Justin. Hi, Connie. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. For those of you that have joined late, I know those of you that have already been here and you kind of know me. For those of you that don't know me, I am Cindy. I am the modern day spiritual advisor. I use multiple modalities, including tarot, astrology, mediumship, all kinds of things to help you on your path. So tonight we have the fabulous Sparkle Teeny special guest. Because I've been going through this flu, she was so gracious enough at the last minute to help me out. And we also did this because we wanted to sort of bring the community together, our soul group together. It's been a while since we've all been together. So a lot of you have just seen my hands and haven't seen my face. This is me. Those of you that have been with us for a long time, I'm so happy that you're here tonight. So the one thing I'm asking is if you could give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Cass. If you guys could give me a thumbs up, and if you could share this out, because YouTube doesn't necessarily give everybody notifications, even if you subscribe to me. So if you could just let because people will get on right when I'm getting off, and then they'll be all upset, and I don't want anybody to miss out. So if you could do that for me, that would be wonderful. Okay.
Yes.
I said Cass, it's Sandra.
So, Sandra Weir.
Hi,
May,
Sandra.
I pulled up some cards for you here. Your current position that I asked about your current position, and the card that I got was fear. And what I'm feeling about this is that I don't know what you've got going on. What is it that, I don't know, is it fear of being alone, or what that particular fear is? But I feel like that whatever is going on, or whatever you have that you are fearful about, that you need to just kind of, I'm seeing you doing some, sitting and doing some journaling, to just sit and just journal about what you're feeling, and to allow that energy to be released. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like after you do that, the next card I got was the Death card. And I feel like after you release whatever this fear is, that you'll have some transformation coming. And of course, with this eclipse that we just had, was just in Leo, I feel like this will be time for you it'll be like, basically like kickstarting it, because you're dropping off all of these things that no longer serve you, so that you can receive those changes, that are needing to come up. Because not only do we have that lunar eclipse, but we also have a partial solar eclipse coming up as well.
That's a big thing too.
Well, it's not going to be a Leo. It's going to be an Aquarius, but
on the 15th. So that's coming.
Yeah. So the final card that I got for you was forgiveness. So I feel like this is more like for you, that you've got some things that may have happened to you or things that happened, and you're kind of like holding on to it, blaming yourself for it. So I feel like after you do that journaling and you're able to pretty much start writing down those things that you're those feelings that you have. I heard the word bitterness. I don't know if there's a relationship that may have gotten a little out of hand or something like that. But all of those things that you've been feeling, I know sometimes when, like for myself, I don't have anyone that I can really talk to. I don't have any friends outside of Cindy, and they're miles away from me. But sometimes things keep going on and on and on, and they'll go around in my head. And I feel like after a while, it's like they got to go somewhere. So writing it down on paper or even in a journal, that will help, because that gives those feelings somewhere to go so that you can move to that higher vibration.
And release it.
Yes, exactly. Release it. And that's where that forgiveness is going to come in, because, and I know, like for me, I had to forgive myself for saying the things that I've said about myself, or feeling the way that I felt about certain things. It's okay. It's okay sometimes not to be 100%. I'm not sparkle teeny 24/7. But it's okay to have those feelings and to be able to, it has to be expressed. So writing is a good way to do that. And then you're going to be able to move up to the next vibration and then experience that area where you can forgive yourself for some of these things been going on. So I hope that helps.
So, May, can you tell me, do you have a partner, or are you single? And then there was, who was the other one? Sandra. You want to get I'll get Sandra's. I want to get one thing out from May, and then Star, I'll answer your question in a second. And so let me say this also while I'm waiting for May to answer my question, if she's got someone, because I'm feeling like there's someone there, but I don't know if it's just because she hasn't let go, or and she's still dealing with it, or if there's someone really there. So what often happens, Spirit knows that I can't get to every question, and neither can Sparkletini. So what will often happen is most of the bigger energy, or you'll find that someone will have the same question that you have. And if you're listening and open and ready to receive, you'll get a message. It happens all the time. So I'm not seeing her answer.
She's still... Hey, Jenny.
Hi, Tammy. So, Star, I will say, Sandra Weir was next. Sorry, let me get Sandra. So, just wondering if I will meet someone this year. So glad you guys are back. Was there another one before that, though? Somebody had asked a question about should I stay or should I go?
Let me see.
FS. I think it was FS that I pulled the card for, because, yes, if it's about your work, whoever asked about their work and being a single mother of two and thinking that they're being targeted by their boss, it would be better for you to stay. And it would be better for you to sort of lie low for a while. I've got the Magician, where you'll be able to stay and sort of finagle some things, and it'll get better for you. But if you go, it's more about indulgence and not being able to cope, and and you're going to find that it's going to be harder for you. So I would say stay. And then I'm still waiting for, I'm not sure if May heard us, but May, so I'm not sure if you have somebody or not, but I will say that you are going into a more stable, better space, a better time. And if you haven't met someone, you have someone coming in, because I have the Lovers card for you. And this is going to feel like when you meet them, they're going to feel like you've known them. But more so, this is about, I kind of feel like it's helping you let go of what's happened. That's what I'm feeling. And so you'll be understanding that more. The balance of, how do I say this? When you're holding on to that thing or the emotion or the way that somebody hurt you or the things that have happened in the past, it's not hurting anybody but you. And so it's not about forgiveness for them because you're the bigger person. It's about helping you not have this contradiction and this pain in yourself so that you can move into the bigger things, so that you can have the love of your life come in, the one that knows how to love you, the one that where it just gels. Does that make sense? Wow, what was that one?
This crazy computer that's over here.
Okay, so I hope that helps. With Star, or May, sorry. I mean, not May, Sandra. So Sandra said she's just wondering if she'll meet someone this year. Do you have an answer for that? I'm hearing a big yes, but maybe Sparkle Teeny can give you, I heard a big yes. And I'm hearing like 6 to 8 months. 8. Yeah.
Oops. Okay.
Yep.
So I agree with the yes. I got the Queen
Wow.
of Swords. Now, I feel like with the Queen of Swords, she is always, she can be logical, analytical, yet at the same time, she has great communication. She's able to express herself. She's able to get her message across. So I feel like that this is who you need to be. You need to be the Queen of Swords and able to express yourself, express who you are. I know that sometimes we get so caught up in just I guess being who we are. Sometimes we forget that other people may not see us the way that we see ourselves. So so I feel like this is who you need to be, and as far as just expressing yourself and just really getting yourself out there too, and just doing what you love, and that's what I'm feeling with this card.
Right.
So, but like Cindy said, she's saying 6 to 8 months. But
So
I do.
I will. So let me be clear. When I say 6 to 8 months or 8 months, that's when you'll be clear about who it is. Because I'm seeing a couple come in before then, but I'm seeing like the actual we're in a relationship kind of thing in 8 months. And that's what her question was, do I see anybody coming in like worthwhile or that's going to stay?
Well, then this too is going to be you being specific about who it is that you're looking for too.
Right. Right. Exactly. I kind of feel like she's being a little picky, but that's okay. It's fine. You can be picky. I'm picky.
It's fine,
but I can see that you're being, I kind of feel like you're being a little, I don't know if picky is the word. It's like, it's almost like you know better. And Spirit's smiling because they're like, we're trying to get you to this space. We're trying to get you where you're here and he's here and you kind of meet together.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like maybe it's a little picky. Okay. So, Star, I hope that helps. And I hope that helps, Sandra. Pardon me, I got a cough. So, Star says, please answer my question about my best friend, Marissa's boyfriend. Is he worth the time and effort? He's a Scorpio and she's an Aquarius. And what's interesting is that he's coming up as an air sign. So maybe that's why they sort of connect. So the thing about... So the answer is yes. But the thing that he's worth it. He's worth the time. He's worth it because the thing that he's going to teach her is the depth of intimacy that she has that she isn't aware that she has yet. And she's going to teach him how to let go, release, and be a little bit easier on himself and relationships. Does that make sense? He's coming up as a king, so he is ready for a relationship. And if you think about Scorpios this year, they have Jupiter this year, so they're really like going deep and investigating and trying to figure out who they are. And a lot of them know a lot of who they are. They're trying to bring that out in themselves. Does that make sense, Star? You hope no one you know is personally on here, says Ronnie. Okay, so Ronnie has a question. You want to answer that? I have a twin flame, but currently a 3-year relay with soulmate. Maybe, relationship. Okay, I have feeling SM is in love with another also, but won't admit it. Please tell me if he is. So is SM the twin flame? Oh, soulmate. Okay.
Oh, was she saying that have a feeling that the soulmate is in love with another?
Which is the one she's in the current relationship with. So she says, I have a twin flame, but currently in 3-year relationship with soulmate. Okay. So she has a soulmate that she's been in a 3-year relationship. And she wants to know if the soulmate is in love with another. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's funny because he's one that could have the divorce and let it and he's grown enough that he can have another relationship. Not everybody can do that, but maybe that's the Scorpio in him. Like he wouldn't bring the baggage to her. Is he older or is he just a wise soul? Because I'm feeling an older soul. So she said, yes, SM is soulmate, and I believe he has a divine connection also. Well, yes, we all have those connections, right?
Okay, well, what I've gotten is the 6 of Cups, and immediately I thought that maybe someone from his past that he may still have a connection with. And I drew another card. I don't know if he has an ex that may be, because I got the Queen of Pentacles. Did she say what sign she was? No,
Yeah, she just said, okay, TF is Scorpio and SM is Aquarius Taurus, but she didn't say what she was. So twin flame is Scorpio and soulmate is Aquarius Taurus.
So what is your sign?
Jenny, how are you, Jenny? Okay, Muse. Or S Muse or S Muse. I don't know how it's pronounced. I'm better. I'm a lot better than I was.
Oh, she's a Sag, Scorpio. Well,
Sag Sun, Scorpio Moon, Pisces Ascending, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, well, that ain't no Earth sign.
Right.
Because there's a Queen of Pentacles here.
Well, maybe she's behaving as the Earth? Hi.
She could be. She could be behaving as, because she said that she's a Sag, Scorpio, Pisces.
Well, yeah, that Pisces will do it.
Would behave as a Pentacle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm still feeling like this Six of Cups is that there may be someone in his past, and maybe he's just thinking about this person, but I feel like that is that's still coming up for me.
So that's the girl. That's the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was
she
saying.
said. Yeah, I think it's the other person because she's not very grounded. She's even saying, "I'm not very grounded."
Okay, well then this can't be you.
Yeah. Yeah, I have been drinking the tea.
Oh. Well.
Okay, so I hope that answers the question.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure.
Yep. Sorry to
And this is the thing. You're aware. And the reason I know that you are is because you're telling me about twin flames and soulmates, and so you've got sort of everything categorized, right? Mm-hmm. So you're aware, and this is for her, for Ronnie. Mm-hmm. So you know how to sense energy, and you know how to feel when something's not right, and you know if you're sensing that his attention is somewhere else, then it is.
Yeah.
You have to. So this is about you trusting yourself. More so than about you losing one partner and moving to another partner, right? This is about you trusting yourself. That's the bigger lesson, I guess, is about you trusting yourself. It's like, I feel this and I shouldn't neglect it. I should, and then you can decide, what do I want to do with this? Do I approach him? Of course, he's probably going to say no, but what are my feelings? And again, because it's about trusting you. And so I'm not sure where you are on your path, but maybe this is the point in your life where you're expanding to, I know all this stuff. I know that we're bigger than this earth, and I know that we're more than, but now I have to trust myself with that stuff, right? That makes sense?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So Jen G says, hi, lovelies. I want to know if I met my soulmate, or will I meet him soon? I'm a Cancer. And then after that, Sparkletini, can you go back to S-Muzz? Mm-hmm. They had a question, and I said we'd answer it, but I forgot.
I was just looking to see.
Yeah, it was S-M-U-Z-Z. Okay, so.
Did you see what May said? That she had a twin flame runner, energetically letting go of a Pisces, and she had a close relationship or friendship with him.
Okay. So, wait. So is that a new, like a twin flame? That's a
Yeah.
twin flame runner. Is that an expression now?
Well, the runner means that they're not settling down. They're
Okay.
afraid, I guess, of that closeness, that relationship, and so they're running.
Okay. Okay. And so she has the twin flame runner that she's been dealing with. That's why I'm feeling like
Yeah, but you were saying
he's
that
there, but he's not there. Yeah, but remember I said there's somebody there, but maybe not physically there. That's what I was feeling. Okay, that makes sense. And so that Lover's card is about karmic lessons. That Lover's card is about that, you know. But more so, I want you to understand that you're coming to a more resolute place and more stable place within yourself and your surroundings. Okay. That was the big message. Okay.
Yeah, she said that she has no partner. It's just the runner.
Right. That's the connection I was feeling. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So
she wants love guidance on.
Yeah. I'm going to do, you got Muse, right?
Guidance on focusing my energy to take the next steps towards or forward. Okay.
Let me do Jen real quick.
All right.
Wow. How long have you been dating this guy, Jen? And what sign are you, Jen? I can't remember. Because I see this going a very different way. When I tell you what this is, you're going to get excited, but then I want you to listen because I can see you turning this. And I don't want you to turn this.
Uh-oh.
I know. Okay, you're the Cancer and you're not dating him. Okay. So, when I asked if he was already come in, we have the Emperor. Okay. So,
we love the Emperor.
I don't know who, I know we love the Emperor. I feel like this guy is very dedicated, focused. He thinks bigger, but this is the thing. As a Cancer, you want somebody, you don't necessarily need somebody by you all the time, but you do want somebody to be close to you emotionally, right? And be there. Yeah. And this guy wants someone who stands on their own, and if he doesn't have time for you because he is building a dynasty, then he needs to know that he's not going to get a backlash from that. And that's what's happened in his life prior to this. And so even if you're not talking, or even if you haven't gone there yet with him, I kind of feel like that may be an issue for you. Because as an Emperor, he feels really good, but I feel like maybe you thought you wanted an Emperor, and maybe you're going to learn that you don't want an Emperor. Like maybe you just want a king. Well, I shouldn't say just, because kings are beautiful too. Maybe you want a king, and maybe you don't want an Emperor. And so you are going to meet somebody soon as well. That one's going to be a page, but he's going to be very passionate, and he's going to come at you, and he's going to be talking all kinds of noise, and he's going to be making you feel good, and you're going to want him, but he's the page. He's not the Emperor. So just be aware of that.
Pages for play. Pages for play.
Yes, he is very busy. Yeah. Like he's building dynasties. And so I kind of feel like he can be your Emperor. He can be somebody in your life. You just need to be very clear about what you want in your life, because I can see this going a very different way, where he wants to have time for you, but he doesn't have time for you, and you get upset at that. I mean, it looks all nice and glorious, and look how beautiful the Emperor looks, and he's shining, and he's got all of it, and da-da-da. But you see that the Emperor is alone. Because when the Emperor goes with somebody or has a partner, it's because he wants to, not because he needs to. Okay? It's very different than a king who, when a king has his queen, they come into their own, and they can progress better and they can do better because they have that partner, right? But an emperor, he can do it alone. He's used to doing it alone, and he wants to have somebody, but he doesn't want to need to have somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, does that make sense? So I hope that helps. She said, so what should I do? Well, that's the whole point of what I said. What do you want to do?
Yep.
What do you want to do? Do you want to have someone like an emperor? Do you want a king? Or are you just wanting to play right now?
Yeah.
Because you got a page coming. Pages are beautiful. They're all about entertaining you.
So
But they're not here to stay.
Well, like Cindy's saying, it depends on what you want. I mean, what is it that you got to do?
And that's the thing is, how do you know what you want unless you've experienced it, right? So if the emperor goes by the wayside, you may be looking later on and saying, I should have investigated that. Maybe I should have even tried that, right? So everybody's different. Everybody's different. So what it just understand that it's going to be different than what you're thinking it is. Okay.
Yep.
Maria says just play with the
I
police.
know. That's what I was laughing at. Of course.
Okay, so we had.
Hey, you told me to ask Muzz. Is it Muzz?
I know. I don't know if it's Muzz or Muse.
Muse. Well, let's see. I did pull. Okay, now she's talking about, is he a cap? Let me see. Wait a minute. Or whatever they want me to know.
Mm-mm. Sierra, is it Sierra? Or yeah, Sierra. You're like standing in your way. What are you doing?
Oh. Okay. S Muse. I got the death. Actually, I got the death card twice.
What?
You want to believe that?
Like that's a major hello.
Death card.
Listen.
The death card in the tarot, of course, we know is about, transformation, changes, things that are going to be coming up. And in my oracle deck, I pulled the Swan card, which of course is about transformation. And it also says trusting the psychic gifts. So I feel like you're really awakening right now spiritually, and you're starting to trust your intuition more and allowing those, because sometimes we might hear something in our head and it's like, are those my guides talking to me, or is that just me thinking that's what I want to do? So you've got a lot of things that are going to be coming up. You've got, like I said, I mean, the death card twice basically is what this is. I mean, this says a swan, but that's basically what it is. You've got a lot of changes coming up, and I really do feel like it has to be, or has to deal with you spiritually awakening. And there's a lot coming up for you in there with and your gifts and your abilities.
I feel a lot of like needing to let go so that the new can come in.
Yeah. And
so
I know
what are you holding on to? So what was the question?
Well, she said that she wanted to know what the the cap comment was for Jen. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, it's Muzz, not Muse. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling. But of course, when I got the death card for your advice, I went to my oracle deck and it came up again.
Right.
So yeah. So you've got a lot of changes coming up, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of changes. And it's going to be all about, first of all, trusting your intuition
Yep.
and allowing.
Well, she also had that question about focusing. Like, how do I focus?
She had a question about.
Yeah, she did have that question about focusing, and I'll just
Okay, I
say
see it
it very
now.
quickly
It's
that
full
we have
on
to
how
learn to
focus. Oh,
yeah, and so you have to learn how to train your brain, and that's why on my Concepts Create Reality channel, I have the binaural beats to kind of
okay.
help you get
She
into
said,
that space.
I feel
And
overwhelmed yet powerful at the moment. Yeah.
well, first of all, so that is about having energy run through you and not holding on to energy.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're used to holding on to people, holding on to things, holding on to grudges, holding on to happiness, holding on,
Yeah.
then your body's used to holding on. And that's why you're feeling like, what do I do? Because you've got all this energy going in, and you're not releasing it. So you
Right.
need to learn to release. You need to learn to relax. You need to visualize or imagine energy going through you and letting go and understanding that you're part of the universe and this earth, Mother Earth, and not a side of you bringing in the energy and you doing it yourself. That makes sense? I mean, it's hard to explain and teach people with just that question, but I hope that helps.
She said, I'm saying she, I hope
Yeah.
that's right. That she's a Taurus.
Yeah. So even more so, you can learn how to feel Mother Earth's energy coming through and releasing through your seventh chakra, and the understanding that comes through. It's like it does this infinity, all through your body, all down, all through your body. That makes sense? So either it's, and you can start it where it's coming from Earth, because since you're an Earth sign, it maybe feel better coming from Mother Earth, coming through your body as an A, like an infinity, coming up through your seventh chakra into the universe, into unlimited energy, where it comes back down, comes through, and feeds Mother Earth's love. Okay?
She
But
said her
you're
name
part
is
of
Sarah.
it.
But yeah,
Okay.
because I was feeling that especially when you, before you said that you were Taurus, I don't know if you meditate, but like Cindy was saying that on her Concepts Create Reality channel, she has binaural, what is it, binaural?
Yeah, binaural beats.
And that is really helpful in helping you to get concentrated, not concentrated, but to learn how to concentrate.
Right. It puts you into
that.
It puts you in that frequency, so that you know what that frequency is, and then you can sort of train your brain to be into. You'll get to a space where you're absolutely there, and your brain isn't doing anything but being in the present. Right.
Yes.
So Sierra had the question about, will I be in a relationship within this month? So you have the possibility of being in a relationship within this month. You have some things that are coming to you, but I feel like you pray or you say what you want, and then it begins to come, and then you get frightened, and then you sabotage it. Okay, so that's okay for you to do this, because part of this is where you come from, and you're knowing about how people can be and what people have done to you, and that's what you're kind of working through right now. And I do feel like there are some people around you who have been not so forthcoming. Maybe partners in the past. Maybe they did stuff to you. Maybe they like, I feel like they hid stuff from you is what I'm feeling. But I feel like for this reason, you sort of stand in your way. So I feel like the universe sort of nudges you and sort of gives you a possibility, and then you don't do it and you deny it. Or you're like, no, I'm not going to go there tonight, because you kind of have a feeling that you might meet somebody, even though you want to meet somebody. That makes sense? So I feel like in 4 months is when all of that is changing for you. And that's like right after that energy of this eclipse. So I feel like all this is about the resolution of that, and then it moves you into that next phase where you really do get someone to come in. That makes sense? So I hope that helps.
Okay.
So we have Nightingale.
Gail,
She's the Virgo. Did you pull for her? Okay.
I just finished pulling for her.
Thank you guys so much for doing the super chat. I so appreciate it. All of that helps keep this channel alive. So I really, really appreciate that.
Okay. The advice for you, Nightingale, I pulled from the tarot deck, the Strength card. And I asked what this was about. And I pulled from my Oracle deck, communication. So, of course, what I'm feeling like is, yes, you need to both communicate. Apparently, I don't know what the breakdown was or whatever, but the two of you are going to have to come together at some point and talk about what you both expect moving forward. Whether you're going to stay separated, whether you're going to get back together, or whether you want to, move it or make it a more of a permanent thing as far as the separation. But that is going to have to take place you're going to have to communicate. I mean, there's no way to, for you to want it to work and then he doesn't. So,
Yeah.
So you're going to have to come together and communicate and be, and if he's like in that space where he doesn't want to, you're going to have to keep being, consistent with it and persistent in saying that you want to talk so that the two of you can come to terms with what you want to do. So I hope that helps.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So thank you, Angelique. So Sweets 85.
Does he want it to work? Oh.
Make sure I'm not missing anybody.
Nightingale wants to know if he wants it to work. Does he want it to work?
Well, I have that question for Sweets 85. So, but nothing happened. You can answer it. Go ahead. Answer.
Well, she said no communication. Well, see, no communication for months now. See, that's what I was saying. You're going to have to communicate. But when I asked about whether he wants it to work, I pulled the Fool card came out.
That's funny because that's what I have for the next one too.
Do you really? And so what I thought about when I saw this was that he wants a new beginning. Now, whether he wants a new beginning with you, right. That is something else entirely. I really do think, though, just to set your mind at ease, you really need to talk to him, because if you haven't talked to him in months, I almost feel like it's saying that he wants a new beginning with someone else. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like if he really wanted it to work, he would find somebody to contact you. Even if he didn't know where you lived, he would find you somehow, some way.
Right. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So
I've got Sweets 85 and Storm Troop.
Okay, wait.
Estime? I think that's what it's called.
Angelique. Did you miss Angelique? Let's see.
She didn't have a question. She just,
Oh, she just okay.
yeah, she just donated. So I thanked her.
Oh,
So,
Storm.
Sweets 85. When I asked if there was any future with him, I have the Fool, which I feel when I got this card is that he liked the idea, but he's not really willing to put in the effort. That's what I'm feeling with that. That he thought about it for a minute, maybe. I mean, more than a minute, but that's sort of the expression. That he like thought about it, but then he didn't do anything about it. I feel like it was more fantasy for him than reality that he wanted. So I hope that helps. You do have someone that could possibly come in because you have the Ace of Pentacles. So you do have someone that we're talking in the next 2 months could be coming in. Okay. So the next one was Stormtroop. I think it's Stormtroop Astami or Stormy.
And yes,
something.
Nightingale, you do need to make the first move.
So she says, "Hi, I'm a Pisces and I'm interested in a Sagittarius. I just want to know how he feels towards me and if he ever make a move." So I feel like, and I got the Page of Swords with him, and I feel like nonchalant. I feel like I like when we go together and we talk about things and we expand in like our minds, and I'm really learning about you and I'm really learning about that. But then I feel like, and I don't know why I'm getting this, but I feel like he's lazy. Like he doesn't really want to make the effort either to move into a relationship. Like it's too much trouble for him. So with him coming in as a page, understand that that's what he'll be. But if you're wanting a page, like if you're wanting somebody to entertain you, it's possible that he'll do it. It's just, it's going to take a while. It's going to come in. It's going to be delayed because I feel like it's not the major part of what he's focused on right now. That's what I feel. Okay. So I hope that helps. Rhiannon, did you get Rhiannon?
Yeah, that's what I'm working on now.
Hello.
Yeah, so who's coming in the next 2 months? You'll know him because you're going to be dealing with somebody from your past. But this is a person you haven't seen in a while. So he's going to come in very differently than he had before. So it's almost like you didn't know who this person, like, yeah, I'm feeling like you didn't know. I feel like you won't recognize the energy because he's changed so much. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, and it's because he's very grounded now. But how old are you, sweet 85? Oh, does that mean you were born 85? Is that what that means? So, has he changed for the better? Yes. If you're looking at better or worse, I'm feeling like it's you that needed to do some changing. And so, because what I feel like when he comes in is that he's not testing you, but he wants to know if you really are interested. That's why I was asking. Yes, I am going to keep the video on. All right, so I hope that helps. You've got Rhiannon, right? So I'm going to go to G Pink 26 Forever. Hmm.
Okay.
I'm
Brienne.
feeling.
Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll answer
Okay.
this after.
Okay. Um, I asked like 3 different questions because you wanted to know about your health and your finances and relationship. I don't know what's going on with your health, but of course, the fear card came up about
I,
your
I'm
health.
feeling
So I
like she
thought,
won't let some things go.
yeah. Well, and that's probably why the devil card flipped out
Mm.
when I asked what was this fear about. Um, and and of course, with the devil card, as you can see down here, you have the 2 people that are like um, basically keeping themselves in bondage. I mean, they're not. I mean, they can take the chains off if they wanted to. I don't know what's going on with your health or anything like that, but I feel like whatever the situation is, I don't know if you've done some research as to the health situation. Um, I don't know if she said anything, um, but maybe you need a second opinion. Maybe you need to talk with someone else, um, or even find a support group, someone who would be able to help you to work through this fear about what's going on with your health. Um, and so that's what I got for that. Now, as far as finances, yeah, this was finances. I got the Hawk card, which was, and of course, I asked for information about that. Um, but I feel like the first thing that came out was the Six of Cups. So, and I asked when your finances will start getting better, and will it get better in the next 3 months, is what I asked. And so for me, this is like, yes, it may not be like this big major thing, but I do feel like that it will, over the next 3 months, it will get better.
Can
So,
I say what I'm seeing in that?
yeah.
Because
See,
I'm feeling like there's something in her past that she needed to do financially to get her to a more stable place, and
mhm.
that's going to come up again. That's what I'm feeling. That makes sense?
Yeah, it does. It does make sense.
Like there was either a
As if there's
project
something.
or there was something you turned down, or maybe you were in fear of even doing it. You didn't want to start anything because of your health and blah, blah, blah. But there's something in your past that's the key to your financial stability. That's
Mhm.
what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so
well, yeah. So, well, like I said, I mean, it's not going to be like this big
right.
thing. So that maybe that's something you need to go back and check into. There's something that there's opportunity that came up that you may have missed. Um, as far as relationship is concerned, I did get the partnership card for out of my Oracle deck,
Oh, that's cool.
and you've got a page coming in. And I asked, and that's also within the next 3 months or so. You've got a page that's coming in. So remember, pages, would like to play with those.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, so don't try to make him into the knight or the king, because he's a page.
Right. Just don't attach. Which is interesting because that's what I'm getting about G Pink 26. And she's the one that says, I think I met a past life guy, Sag. He changed my life in ways meeting him. So, were you finished? I'm so sorry. Were you finished
Oh,
with?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
What does the universe want me to do or learn from this meeting? I'm a Cancer. I'm hearing easy peasy. That's what I kept hearing is easy peasy. There's going to, at any point when we have past life souls coming to us, it's going to feel strong because the bonds of love never break, right? And so the fact that you're even questioning what should I do with this tells me that you're evolved enough to understand you don't want to attach. Maybe you just want to see where this goes. So do nothing, right? If he comes to you, then let it happen. If he walks away, then let it happen. Because I think that's part of your growth is, I don't know why I keep hearing easy peasy. Easy peasy. Like, don't make or force something into this. When it may be about him coming into your life, completing this thing that you wanted, that you guys have done in these past lives. Maybe this was just a completion. Maybe you did for him in other lives, and now in this life he's done for you. He changed your way, grown your soul the way it was, the way you wanted it to grow, the contracts that you had before you came. And now that he's done that, maybe he's just supposed to walk away. That was the contract. It's fulfilled. Okay? But there's a possibility that he could come towards you. And again, I feel like in the contract, y'all kind of left it open to, if he wants to come forward, you're willing. If he wants to walk away, that's part of your growth. Make sense? Okay, so Rodaria says, will I find love soon? Yes, in this month. Did you already pull for her? I'm sorry.
Oh, is it going to be coming this month?
Yes, I have an Ace of Cups for this month.
Oh, cool. Because I was asking in the next 3 months, but
oh, okay.
But I got the 9 of Swords. These flipped out, and the Justice card.
Mm.
And then I asked, like, what sign, and I don't know what you got, but I got a Swords, which would be an air sign.
So I'm feeling like she's trying to make something happen that shouldn't happen, and then what should be happening, she doesn't want it to happen because she thinks she knows better. Uh-huh. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling.
Well, that would explain this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because I was feeling like this would be, because when I said, within the next 3 months, both of these flipped out together. Mm-hmm. And I felt like, justice would be
served, right?
Yeah, justice would be served, and that it would be what
she wanted it to be, right?
And then I got the air card, so
I don't know if there's like a past love that you're not letting go of, or a past hurt. I won't even say a love, because I'm feeling like it's not somebody. I feel like it's a hurt that you're trying to get through, and I don't know why I'm feeling like you're trying to make something happen that shouldn't happen. Mm-hmm. And then something that's like staring you in the face is not happening, but that's where you should be going. That's what I'm feeling. And then she's got the cards to support it, but that's what I'm feeling. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So, Design Pro SB. So that's going to be the last question, guys. I'm so sorry because my voice is like cutting out on me, and I'm sure that Sparkle Teeny is getting tired.
What is it, Bunnykins? Did you see this one?
I didn't. Can you do that one? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Bunnykins, I'm so sorry.
In regards to my love life, okay.
You want to go ahead and do that one?
Okay. Okay. So what was your question about your love life again, Bunnykins? And
so while she's saying,
does she have a question already?
While we wait for Bunnykins, I can answer. Monica said, will love ever come into my life? I'm tired of being a single life. Yes, but it's delayed for some reason. So what's that reason? What is it that you're trying to get through before that comes in? That's the question you need to be asking in meditation. Or you can always book a reading with me. And this is something that we haven't talked about very much tonight. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can go to yourindigopath2.com. And also, those of you that took me up on the offer in October, where I did the 30 minutes for $60 and the hour for $120, I should have sent you an email that gave you a private link, because you can now see me at that price. But if you haven't gotten that link, please email me, or I would look for it. Maybe you missed it. So it was one of those days where I was feeling better, and then I went back down during my flu stuff. So yeah. I just want to make sure everybody got their link, so that they can see me. And so Monica, yeah. Wait, JKLP, that's Jason, right? Is that Jason?
JKLP. Our Jason?
Yeah, well, yeah, he's been with me since your Indigo Path, if it's Jason. So Becky says, am I going to meet my soulmate soon? Have only experienced karmic relationships. Would be nice to experience the good stuff. Huh, interesting. It's interesting that people think karmic means bad.
Oh, thanks, Maria. Because I couldn't find it.
Yeah. Thanks, ladies. My life is awesome. Just saying thank you. I enjoyed the info on Reiki, which has always interested me. Any thoughts on using sound and crystals? Love sound and crystals. And this one right here is the Crystal Maniac. But I am going to start doing videos on my Concepts Create Reality and talk about sound and the movement of that. So yeah, sound is really, really a tool that I think a lot of people should use. And it's also a tool that a lot of scientists are now using. So, I want to do a video about the Schumann resonance, and there's just a lot to talk about that. Yeah, thank you, David, for saying that. So, yeah, that's what's interesting, is that karma is that people think, well, if I have karma, then that means it's that I have to go through bad stuff. But what if your karma is that you've done all this other work, and in this lifetime, it's time to know what it's like to be a star, right, in Hollywood? Or your experience in this lifetime, because of all the other karma, is to know what it's like to never want for money at the end of your life, or to come in here and not want for things, or to come into this life, and your karma is to understand what it's like to not ever feel deprived, right? So karma goes always. But if you keep asking and thinking the karma is bad, and I've got to do karmic, and I got to do lessons, and I got to do lessons, and they're all bad, well, that's what you're bringing to you. Because remember, you're the I am, right? So I am what I think. I am what I am. I am what I feel. So what is it that you're calling to you, right? That makes sense? Mm-hmm. So you want to answer that question? And then, I'm so sorry. We had said that we're going to do her as the last one, but we'll do you as the last one, and then we're going to have to get off because my voice is like...
Yeah. For Miss Bunnykins, she was asking about, I think he's a Cancer, and she is a Virgo. I pulled the Magician card, and I feel like for that, I feel like everything that you need in this relationship is there for it to be, because I also pulled Pentacles, and I feel like it would be a stable relationship. So I would say go for it. So I hope that helps.
Yeah, I agree. So Anne says, will I meet someone soon? Will I find someone soon? So this is the thing, Anne. You're still dealing with the grieving process of a broken heart. And so you can find someone soon, but is it going to be the type of love where you're leaning on them because you want them to heal your heart? Or is it that you want to be able to heal your own heart and then have someone come in? And so spirits ask that you ask that question. Do you want to like have the relationship where you're hurting and they're hurting because of old wounds?
Exactly.
And you both sort of heal each other. But then you get to the point where you filled his holes in and he's filled your holes in. And now y'all are feeling right. And then you realize, wow, I want something else. Or do you want to be whole, get through this, and then have someone come in? Make sense? So the answer is no, you will not find someone soon. What you're thinking soon, because you're still dealing with the heartache.
Yeah. And what's her name? Anne. And trust me, and when I say that, I have been working on healing from divorce since 2004.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that consciously because I did not want to take the bitterness from that relationship and bring it to a new relationship. Mm-hmm. And plus, I was on this metaphysical journey, so I had a whole lot of other things that came up in between. But I feel like in doing that, that helps me to become whole. Because you want two whole people. You don't want two half people together. Mm-hmm. You want two whole people making a relationship together, to be in partnership.
Yeah.
Because like Cindy said that, you know.
Well, some people do. Like some people do. Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Some people
because some people that's their
destiny.
Well, but there's some people that's their destiny. Their destiny is to understand what that. What that broken heart is and what that's like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you've got all that 12th house stuff going on. So you're like, nope, time for me to be whole. And then I find somebody. Because you got like, I'm completing, I'm getting whole. Right.
Yep. That's true.
So, all right. So we're going to say goodbye now. My voice is like going, and I keep having to cough. Was there somebody else?
Can I do some Reiki for everyone?
Absolutely. Yeah, I need it too.
Because I feel like I know someone had asked earlier about something when we first came on. I can't remember who it was. But anyway.
Absolutely, Sandra and Shelly Bean and Stacy. They're all saying they agree with you, Sparkle Teeny. You got to be whole, and then you do it.
Yeah. Yes.
Or you got to be whole, and then you run, like me.
I'm ready for my partnership.
Ain't ready. Nobody got time for all that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ready for partnership.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Sparkle Teeny, for being here with us tonight and sharing your energy.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
I love you dearly.
I love you too, sis.
So everyone just take a deep breath and accept the energy and let it run through you. You can visualize or imagine the light going through her hands and running into you and through you. Just accept and allow.
Okay.
Perfect. So a couple things before we go, everyone. First of all, I want to thank everyone for spending the Saturday night with us. We loved having you all this evening. It is so nice to be back into this energy, back with my soul group, back with all of you. I just love you dearly. You're a big, big part of my life. Secondly, if you've never done Reiki, if that's something that you're thinking about, Sparkle Teeny has like an I would do this like she's got like a 10-minute or a 15-minute. I think it's like 10-minute for $10 or 10-minute for $20, something like that. If that's something that you want to try, I would do that so that you can sort of see how that is, and she can do that over Skype with you. So be sure to go to her website.
Yes.
Can you say the website again? I'm sorry, my voice is like.
Yes, the website is divineholisticnow.com.
And
I believe that Maria has put it. Oh, you're so welcome, Maria.
Yeah. And so please be sure to check her out. Again, like a nice 10-minute, let her clear your energy. You'll feel so much better. For those that want to see.
Somebody had a shoulder thing going on. I don't know what that was.
So, you know what? That's funny because somebody said they had a shoulder thing going on earlier.
Oh,
you didn't
was it?
see
Is
that. You didn't see that. That was at the beginning of.
Oh, okay.
That's
I know
interesting.
I saw something about Reiki, but as soon as I started, I was like, "Ow!"
I want to say it was Rhiannon or somebody had a shoulder thing.
Yeah, I thought I saw somebody.
And so for those that you are so welcome. Thank you so. Night Angel says, "Oh my God, my left shoulder."
Comes and holds space with me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, her kitty.
Yeah, she's bad.
I want to thank Maria and Star. Star, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Star's a very busy lady, and for her to be able to join us was awesome. I want to thank everybody for spending their evening with us. I know that your time is precious, and the fact that you spend it with us makes me feel honored and privileged. And I thank you, and I'm humbled that you allow me in your life and on your path. So I will be working on the monthlies this next week. And maybe if my voice is going out, maybe Sparkle Teeny can do 1 or 2 videos. We'll see. We'll kind of see. I don't want to scare her. But so I don't want to scare her. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight. Bye.
Goodbye. Turn around, Diva. Say bye.